afternoon, everyone, and thank you for being here. My name is Sally Worthington, and I have the privilege of guiding us through today's ceremony. A ceremony shaped by love, by truth, by music, and by the heritage that was a meaningful part of who Tom was. Before we begin, I want to acknowledge something important. Being here today isn't easy. It takes a lot of courage to walk into a room filled with grief, shock, and so much love all at the same time. So thank you to each of you for showing up for Tom and for one another. Your presence matters. It tells both his family and the world that Tom was loved, that he was valued, and that he leaves behind a circle of people who care deeply about him. Today's ceremony is non-religious, but we will be honouring small rituals inspired by the family's Jamaican heritage, shaped entirely around Tom's story, his personality, and the people he loved. This is a space for honesty, for compassion, and for remembering him exactly as he was. Not the polished version, not the edited version, but the real Tom, the Tom you knew. Before we continue, I'd like to light a candle for Tom. Across many Jamaican families and communities, lighting a candle is both a moment of remembrance and a moment of connection, acknowledging the ancestors, the loved ones who have gone before, and the threads of heritage stretching behind us. As this candle burns, may it symbolise the love surrounding Tom today. May it remind us that even through loss, connection remains. We all grieve differently. Some of us cry, some sit quietly, some need company, some need space, some feel numb, and others feel everything all at once. All of these reactions are valid. Grief doesn't follow stages, it follows love. And if grief is any measure of love, then Tom was deeply loved, and he still is. What grief asks of us is simple: to remember. To remember the laughter, to remember the music floating through the house from Tom's guitar, to remember the wide grin he gave when he felt comfortable, to remember the moments when he felt free, connected, and himself. Tom was born in 2004 and grew up in London with his mum and his sister, a small, tightly knit family where love was the constant thread holding everything together. Home was filled with personality, warmth and music, with their Jamaican heritage quietly woven through his life in the food, the laughter, the rhythms he gravitated toward, and the sense of identity that shaped him. He was thoughtful, gentle and observant, the kind of person who noticed the small things others missed. He felt deeply and he cared deeply. Music was his world. His guitar wasn't just an instrument, it was how he processed the world. It was his outlet, his comfort, his way of speaking when words didn't quite fit. Hours would pass with him playing, experimenting, creating, escaping. His family talk about the sound drifting from his room, filling the house in a way that became part of their everyday life. He loved socialising, the real kind, not forced small talk, but proper connection. Tom liked being around people who made him laugh, who made him feel himself, who brought out the relaxed version of him. He was warm, easy to be around, and had a subtle sense of humour that landed quietly but perfectly. He was the friend you could sit with in comfortable silence, the friend who'd send you a song because he thought you'd like it, the friend you could trust. He had dreams, big ones. Travelling topped the list. Jamaica, Europe, Asia. He wanted to immerse himself in the world, see it properly, experience the beauty and opportunity it offered. But alongside the dreams lived real struggles. Tom struggled with how he saw himself, his appearance, his confidence, his self-worth. And over time, those struggles grew into complex mental health challenges that he carried quietly and bravely. Despite love, support, and the efforts of those around him, those struggles that none of us could fully see or understand became overwhelming. And at university, Tom died by suicide. We speak this gently and without shame. The end of his life is not the definition of it. It is simply one part of a complex story. Again, we speak this gently, respectfully, and without shame. Tom was not defined by the way his life ended. He was defined by the love he gave, the kindness he showed, the creativity he lived through music, and the deep, deep affection he had for his family and friends. He was, and always will be, so much more than a moment. In celebration of Tom, we are now honoured to have a live musical performance by his university friends. They'll be playing one of Tom's favourite songs, Budapest by George Ezra. The kind of song you can't help but feel in your shoulders and your feet. So please put your hands together, let the music lift you, and sing along if you feel comfortable.
My house in Budapest, my hidden treasure chest, golden grand piano, my beauty focus EOU. Ooh, ooh, I leave it all. My acres of land, Bible cheap. It may be hard for you to stop and believe, but for you, ooh, I...
Thank you, that was very uplifting. We now would like to invite Tom's mum and his sister to deliver their personal tribute.
Tom, you were our world. You brought softness, thoughtfulness, and such warmth into our lives from the moment you arrived. You had this gentle presence, not loud, not demanding, but steady, reliable, real. You were kind in the most genuine ways, in how you listened, in how you cared, in how you noticed when others needed support. We will miss the sound of your guitar drifting through the house. We will miss your smile, that shy one you gave when you were really happy. We will miss the way you hugged, proper hugs, meaningful hugs, the kind that said everything without words. Remember childhood games we used to play and roping in all our cousins to share the blame when they went wrong. The house is very quiet now, but it's a lot tidier. There is no chaos when getting ready to go out, the running around with us trying to decide what to wear, discarding clothes on the floor in our wake. You talked so much about travelling, about seeing the world. It breaks our hearts that you didn't get the time you deserved. We would have given anything, absolutely anything, for you to stay. Your dreams were big and bright, and it breaks our hearts that you didn't get to live them in the way you should have. But we are so grateful for 21 wonderful years with you. We are proud of the person you were, gentle, creative, loving, funny, thoughtful. You will always be our Tom, forever loved, forever missed, forever part of us.
Thank you. In Jamaican tradition, Nine Night is a gathering where friends and family share stories, laughter and memories, keeping the spirit of the person alive through community. We're going to honour that tradition now with memories and poems from Jamaican artists, from Tom's school and university friends, and finally his uncle.
Tom was the one we all trusted, the one who really listened. He didn't judge, he didn't pressure, he didn't pretend. He was simply himself, and he let us be ourselves too. For the ones who've gone too soon. Some leave this world like a sudden wave pulling back from shore, too soon, too quickly, before we understand what's happening. But the tide is not gone, it leaves marks in the sand, stories in the salt. It shapes a shape of where it once lived. So we trace the shape of you, and we remember, and in remembering, we keep you close.
Tom made everything brighter and was always the best dressed. I remember the day I met him at uni and he was wearing this crazy multicoloured outfit that looked amazing and just made everyone who came into contact with him smile. Small acts of light. You lived in small acts of light. A smile here, a chord from your guitar, a moment of truth shared quietly. You didn't need to shine loud to make an impact. Your light was the kind that lingers, stays in the air, stays in the people who knew you. And though you travel on before us, your light walks with us still.
Tom was the grounding force in our group, calm, funny, thoughtful, the light within us. Some lives burn with a small and steady flame, their warmth carrying far beyond the moment. They pass through this world quietly, lighting places they never even saw, and when they leave, the light remains in us. Tom's uncle has written a poem called "Lick a Light Still Shining." Tom moved through the world quiet, quiet, but him heart did bright, like morning sun pond the sea, him gentle ways, him soft smile, then warm up the people, we love him true. Music still deep in him, string and rhythm, dream and hope, all dancing inside him spirit. Some journey cut short, yes, but love never done. We still hear him tune, we still feel him light, we still carry him name, sweet, sweet inside we chest. Rest easy now, Tom, lick a light still shining, right your soul, in we memory, in we story, in every heart you touch. Walk good and sleep in peace. Tom's family have asked me to speak briefly about mental health, openly, compassionately, and without judgment. Tom struggled, and he is not alone. Many people carry invisible battles, even while seeming calm on the surface. There is no weakness in this, no failure. If you are struggling, please reach out to someone you trust, to a friend, to a professional, to anyone. And if you're here today wishing you could have done more, be kind to yourself. Loving someone doesn't mean being able to fix their pain. Let Tom's story encourage us to check in on each other, to speak honestly, to listen without judgment, and to recognise that asking for help is an act of bravery. We're now going to take a moment to reflect on Tom's life. As the music plays, you will see a collection of photographs, moments from his childhood, times with his family, nights out with friends, and snapshots of the boy and young man he was becoming. As you watch, let your thoughts go to the memories that matter to you, the ones that make you smile, the ones that bring a lump to your throat, a moment that belongs only to you and Tom, the ones you'll carry forever. Thank you. Please stand if you feel able. We now come to the moment where we release Tom with love. Today, we commit Tom Radley to his natural place of rest. We honour his life, his kindness, his music, his dreams, his friendships, and the love he gave so freely. His life was short, but it was meaningful. His absence is painful, but his memories is powerful. And the ripples of his life will continue in the hearts of everyone who knew him. We let him go with sadness, with tenderness, and with deep gratitude for every moment we shared with him. May he now be at peace. May his mind be quiet. May his heart be free. Please be seated. As we prepare to leave this space, let us carry Tom with us, not just in grief, but in love. Let us honour him in the small ways he'd appreciate, in quiet kindness, in music, in travelling when you get the chance, in checking in on friends, in being gentle with yourself. Tom's story does not end today. It continues in each of you, in the way you remember him, in the way you speak about him, in the way you hold his memory close. On behalf of the family, thank you for being here. Your presence, your support and your love mean more than words can express.